Hello and welcome to the channel. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has thrown his support behind not Atiku Abubakar, I must tell you. Find out who on V Media. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Thank you. Obasanjo nails Atiku's aspiration, backs Southern president for 2023. Former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo has declared that he is in support of change of leadership from the north to south in 2023. With this, Obasanjo is not backing the candidacy of the PDP's presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar. He spoke at the weekend when the leadership of the Apex Social Cultural Group in Tivland of Benue State, ZAU-UTIV MUT, paid him a visit at his Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library OOPL penthouse residence in Abeokuta, Ogun State capital. Obasanjo said he was in support for the change of the leadership of the country from the north to the south, while the Middle Belt region should continue to advocate for rotational presidency for the country. If Nigeria is ready to get it right, the 2023 election should be a turning point. We should not go for a motion that will destroy us, Obasanjo, who was conferred with the title of a great warrior of Tivland by the social political group, said. He also said with the growing population of the country, the oil and gas sector could no longer feed the nation. In a statement by his special assistant on media, Kehinde Akinyemi, the former president enjoined Nigerians to see the country as for all, to save it and restore to what God has created it to be. Obasanjo, who was responding to the President General Chief CP Lobi Ihag's retired speech, said, according to him, only farming and agribusiness could tackle the nation's growing population. Farming and agribusiness is what will feed the nation. He called on the Tiv people to focus on farming and agribusiness, stressing that he had put the experience of having his farm burnt in Benue State behind him as he hinted of having an industry established in the state next year. Ihag had stated that the reason for the group's friendship visit is basically to interface with you as our former head of state, a political pillar, a nationalist and elder statesman, to appreciate your overwhelming love, passion and concern you have demonstrated over the Tiv people, stressing that it was also historic. He listed 3 prayers for the former president's consideration, including the need for the establishment of a fruit juice industry in Benue State and inclusive national politics. Also was the issue of Fulani herders' attack on Tivland and position on the Nigerian power-sharing formula. According to him, with regards to the current power equation in the country, we in the ZAU-UTIV, in conjunction with the Middle Belt Forum, had unanimously resolved for power shift from the north to the south for fairness, justice, and a true federalism. We want to call on Your Excellency and other well-meaning Nigerians to strictly adhere to the principle of rotation and distributive justice. If this is enforced, the Middle Belt would also be assured of producing the next president come year 2031. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Meanwhile, Deputy High Commissioner of Canada to Nigeria, Teshomi Nkrumah, has disclosed that the home country could do better in improving the current volume of trade, which presently stood at $2.7 billion. Nkrumah made this disclosure when he paid a courtesy visit on former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo at his Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library, OOPL, penthouse residence in Abeokuta, Ogun State capital. In a statement by his special assistant on media, Kehinde Akinyemi, on Tuesday, Nkrumah said his visit to the former president was as a result of his position as a renowned farmer in the States. Nkrumah, who is responsible for the commercial relationship between Canada and Nigeria, which is part of the Canadian trade policy, was on regional outreach to Abeokuta, which is meant to boost trade between the two countries. We are on agricultural outreach to try to find out the opportunities in local markets to do business and boost trade between the two countries. We are meeting business people, entrepreneurs, just to see where the opportunities are. And I am pleased to meet with the largest farmer in the state and former president. We had a nice conversation. shared his views about how to really grow the farming industry in Nigeria, and we are working towards achieving a synergy between Canada and Nigeria. We are here to build bridges, make connections, and see where we can make changes to move trade between both countries forward, the High Commissioner said. On the state of trade between the two countries, Nkrumah said, "Currently, I think we can do so much better. There is $2.7 billion of trade between our two countries, and happily, it is in favor of Nigeria. $2 billion is for Nigeria export from Canada, and about $700 million is for export from Canada to Nigeria. But there is still more to grow in terms of opportunities. If we are very much focused and structured and look for where to grow opportunities, we can still see our export grow," he said. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo was host of the main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) Presidential Campaign Council leaders in Abeokuta. A statement by Special Assistant on Media to the former president, Kehinde Akinyemi, indicated that the team led by the vice presidential candidate and governor of Delta State, Okowa, included the Director General of the Presidential Council and Governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, and former Jigawa State Governor, Sule Lamido. Others include former Governor of Osun State, Prince Olagunsoye Oyinlola, former Cross River State Governor Layel Imoke, and Otumba Oyewole Fasawe. Speaking after about 2-hour closed-door session, Tambuwal said the team was in Abeokuta to pay our usual respect and to continue to consult our leader, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, on matters of national interest, and we have had a very fruitful conversation with him. He added that we are in the build-up to the 2023 general elections, and we will continue to do what we have to do to win the election. My message to Nigerians is that we should come out en masse when it is time in February to vote for a balanced ticket that reflects the characteristics of this country, that will provide leadership, that will stabilize this country and revive our economy and foster more of national unity, and that is Atiku Abubakar and Governor Okowa. That's the news, guys. Thanks for joining in. Bye.